wanted to give my quick thoughts because I was going to make a video, but it was around the same time that I watched Dungeons and Dragons, and I said, well, I'm already giving that its own video, Succession its own video, so I wanted to save something just to talk about here. But I will say this is a movie that I gave 3.5 stars on Letterboxd, and that is none other than the new Taron Egerton film,
Oh, yeah.
Tetris.
All right.
So I just Google got me. Okay, to walk it back a little bit, you and we've in the past shared don't put us in Netflix jail, but we've shared many of passwords and everything. And I usually use your Apple TV, but my
Mm-hmm.
mom has had Apple TV the past few months, so I got that logged in on all my TVs here. That sounds like whatever. I didn't mean like all my TVs. The 2 TVs and then my phone, basically. Um, and so I was guided by the auto recommendations by Google TV. Fired it up one night. I came home from work. It said Tetris now playing, and I went, all right, let's go for it. I had no idea how long it was. It was 2 hours. I watched it. I started it at like 11:15, maybe 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was like, about 20 minutes in, I was like, all right, I got to turn this off. They're talking about like, I want to get Tetris. Like he's going to these different gaming expos and stuff, and it was interesting enough and everything. But really, and I will keep the spoiler free because I do think that this is a movie that everybody should go out and check out. Well, you don't even have to go out; just fire up a free trial or fire up your Apple TV Plus and take a look at it. But as soon as things, and this is in the trailer, as soon as things head to the USSR, heads to Soviet Russia, the movie just absolutely takes off. I mean, it is the only way to describe it is just the thinnest premise possible. It's like Argo, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the thinnest premises possible, blown up to this Tony Gilroy, Andor, Jason Bourne level of political intrigue
Mm-hmm.
and all this stuff. And yes, and you see in the trailer, you see like there's like a car chase and the cars are like pixelated and stuff, and all that's in there, and it all works. And really the movie kind of earns that. There's chapter titles. I'm a big sucker for chapter titles or title cards in a movie. The Menu, one of my favorite movies of last year. This movie does it as well, but they do level title cards like of each chapter of the story of the movie in a
Okay. Yeah.
very, very kind of cool, intricate way, which just adds to it. But really, it's just a movie that is made well, great performances. Again, it's kind of a light premise. So Taron Egerton, is he playing like, um, you know, is he playing Hannibal Lecter or one of these like huge, intricately like deep characters? No, but he is playing a businessman who puts his house up for this deal to work. He puts his family up, takes time away from his family. You see all these sacrifices, so you're rooting for this guy, just this kind of everyday guy, and it's all based on exactly who it was. Like it's not like he's a made up person. It's all based on the real people involved with this stuff. Um, does it get a little, otherworldly and just kind of like pulpy just to get pulpy towards the
Yeah.
end with some of the car chases and stuff that you've seen in the trailer?
Car chase.
Yes, but the movie at that point has earned it. Like it
Okay.
has fully earned it. It has bought into everything. And it is heartwarming and it is moving and it is overall interesting. I know so much more about the early days of Nintendo, Tetris obviously specifically, but Nintendo, Sega, um there's a lot to do with the Maxwell family, who the same Maxwell family of what's her name, Jazane Maxwell of the
Oh, Giselle. Yeah.
Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it deals with her
Interesting.
father and
Okay.
her brother, and a
Yeah.
lot of the inner workings with that whole family, which is something I had no idea
Yeah.
about. Like just so much interesting stuff. I say it's a very thin premise. I'm talking about the premise of the rights to Tetris,
Right.
but everything that they use that kind of foot in the door opening to kind of tell you about is so interesting with all the different rights and everything. Toby Jones is another person that I haven't mentioned yet who gives a supporting performance in this, which is really, really good. But yeah, it's just a really, really fun time.
Right.
It's just a great yeah.
One question. Just Taron Egerton's character. Is he?
Mhm.
Is he like? He wants the rights to sell it to one of the big distributors, or
I will keep that
Okay.
in limbo because
Okay.
that's the intricacies of what company owns what
Right.
and what company thinks they own what is a huge part of the movie.
Okay.
But I will just say he is definitely an outsider that Tetris has had
Gotcha.
mild success in certain countries,
Hmm.
and he is wanting in. So Tetris,
Got it.
it's not by any means, it has not had its big launch yet
Yeah.
in America and in these other places, but it is a known quantity, and he
Okay.
wants in on it. So I
Okay.
will say that. But how, who owns what, and how it unfolds? That's the whole thing of the movie. That's what you're really there for, is
Got it.
just experiencing that and finding it out. Um, but yeah, really, really, really awesome stuff. And like I said, it's shot beautifully. It literally looks like it's a Tony Gilroy film. Like, and I think that they set out to do that. I think they literally set out to be like, we want this to look like Argo. We want this to look like a Bourne movie. You know, have that kind of Winter Soldier intrigue level stuff. And I think they absolutely knocked it out of the park. So yeah, that is my thoughts
Nice.
on the Tetris movie. But guys, let us know in the comments down below if you're finding this video off by its own. Let us know if you saw the Tetris movie, if you're gonna see the Tetris movie, and if you do, what were your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this Tetris video.